In the next episode of the Fluid Dynamics podcast, we will explore Section 31's influence on Deep Space Nine, the redacted logs. This thought experiment is a speculative intelligence compendium examining the clandestine reach of Section 31 within the events and characters of Star Trek Deep Space Nine. While the existence of Section 31 remains officially unacknowledged, its shadow looms large over major moments in Federation history, moments where ideals were tested, compromised, or quietly preserved through unspoken acts.
Although intelligence agencies like the Obsidian Order surveilled everyone, Section 31's focus was identifying important and exceptional individuals in key positions to make them sympathizers or recruits. If Section 31 failed in those attempts, they would then attempt to coerce, influence, or manipulate said individuals to indirectly guide them to do the organization's will. The television series Enterprise and Deep Space Nine provided glimpses into the organization and its methods. Picard, Strange New Worlds, Lower Decks, Discovery, and all the Alex Kurtzman movies will not be referenced or mentioned as these sources are not canon. However, the Star Trek books, Rogue, Shadow, Cloak, Abyss, Zero Sum Game, Disavowed, and Control provides details into the organization and its agents, which shows Section 31 paid particular attention to Starfleet captains that were staunch ethical idealists. The USS Enterprise NX-01, USS Enterprise NCC-1701, and USS Voyager NCC-74656 all had a Section 31 presence to monitor each ship's respective captain. However, DS9's Section 31 agents, 5 in total, were not there to counter-monitor Captain Sisko. Because Sisko was one of Section 31's most efficient and ruthless agents. Blending canon, extrapolated science, and psychological analysis, this work is structured as Section 31 Internal Training and Threat Assessment Files, as it dissects the psychological, ethical, and strategic dynamics behind the organization's manipulations and interactions with figures such as Benjamin Sisko, Julian Bashir, Elim Garak, Michael Eddington, Odo, and the enigmatic Ishan Kroll. It blends canonical events with plausible extrapolation, portraying a chilling portrait of how the Federation defends itself from the darkness, sometimes by becoming it.
Whether viewed as a necessary evil or an existential threat, Section 31 raises enduring questions. Who gets to decide what the Federation must sacrifice to survive? And when the shadows act in our name, do we remain who we say we are? This thought experiment does not offer answers, it offers a mirror. I hope you tune in and watch. While waiting, watch my previous episode, The Cathara, Voyager, and the Borg. This thought experiment is based on the Star Trek Voyager episode Night, Season 5, Episode 1. I was fascinated with this episode because it introduced an unnamed species that evolved within a void. I had many questions after watching the episode, like what type of planet did this species evolve? What is the impetus for space travel for a species evolving in a void? And how does this species that existed for millions of years avoid the Borg? Blending canon, astrophysics, evolutionary biology, cultural anthropology, and strategic theory, this thought experiment presents a comprehensive analysis of this species' planetary system, biology, and evolutionary path to space travel. Upon filling the holes left from canon, a scenario of how Voyager really would have fared against this species without the convenient plot armor of the series is explored. I hope you join me for this episode and the next. In closing, as I always say, peace.